Hey there, happy 2024. So 2024 actually marks the 16th year that I've had a profitable online business. And I've seen a lot of trends come and go. Some of them have not made me much money or I've avoided a big loss. And some of these trends have made me a lot of money while other people went out of business. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the biggest trends for your online business moving forward through 2024. The first biggest trend for 2024 is that AI will only continue to get better and it is here to stay. Whether you like it or not, AI will be a bigger deal than last year in 2024. And here's why. See, when I first heard about AI and all of these brand new AI tools nowadays, I first thought it was going to produce garbage. Like you'd put something in and what you get out would be terrible. You would know it was created by a robot, right? But when I've been playing around with this, and we have been doing this a lot with our clients and also in our own business, we've found that when you put garbage in, you will get garbage out. Something specific will always work a lot better. So for example, if you were to say, write me an article about weight loss, you would get something really broad and generic, right? Which is not very good. But if you were to put something more specific in there, like write me an article about weight loss for vegetarians and give a meal plan for the next 30 days, for example, you would get something incredibly valuable, right? So it depends on what you put in. And the same thing applies to content creation as well. Some tools are much better. For example, voice replication. We have clients who don't want to record their own videos and we have them create their own AI voice. We type out the script and it puts out an audio file with their voice reading the script. And it sounds almost natural, which is incredible, which lowers the barrier to entry for people who don't want to record videos or don't want to be on camera. So my point is that as time goes on, AI will only continue to get better and better and better, specifically this year, because we've only recently started to crack the case when it comes to AI, and every single week it's learning something new about the inputs and outputs and everything, and it just gets better and better over time. So if you've been ignoring AI and you think it's just going to be some fad or something which isn't going to be valuable to you, you are playing the game with both hands tied behind your back. Okay, you will get much better results, you will have much better productivity if you use AI, but of course only in the right way. The second biggest online business trend for 2024 is that online paid advertising is only going to get more and more difficult. Because as time has gone on, people now realize they don't want companies or advertisers using their data to show them ads more relevant to them, even though it would benefit them because they're getting more targeted ads instead of something completely irrelevant to them. People don't like the idea of their data being used in that way. So that means when you're on these paid advertising platforms, there are less specific topics to target. For example, in the past, the Facebook, now called Meta advertising platform, would allow you to target the names of all of your competitors in your targeting options. So you would know that if your audience is following these people, they would also be interested in you because your competitors are very similar to you and so on, right? But nowadays you can't do that. They've taken those targeting options away. So instead of being able to target somebody like Brendan Burchard, for example, you now have to target self-development as a massive broad topic. Now, this is not really an issue for most niches out there nowadays because there are so many other good targeting options available to you which are relevant to what you're trying to sell. But in some niches, which are very specific in nature, this makes it so much more difficult to target your ideal prospect. For example, the crochet niche may not be targetable with a specific targeting option. They may have removed that and you may have to go into arts and crafts. Just because somebody's interested in crochet, it doesn't mean they're interested in all these other arts and crafts as well, right? For example. So moving forward in 2024, I see this problem only getting worse for us marketers, advertisers, and business owners because there are going to be less targeting options available to us, and it's going to get to a point where we just have to put a broad topic and let the algorithm or the brain of the advertising network you're using to look at your advertising copy and judge who is the best person to show your ads to. The third biggest online business trend for 2024 is that super polished professional content is not going to perform anywhere near as well. Now, we've already started to see this happen over the last couple of months in our own business and also most of our clients' businesses as well. Whenever you have a super fancy studio, you've got the backdrop and everything looks super polished, and you're putting that on social media specifically, people just see that as an ad and they think, oh, I'm not watching this scroll past, right? Whereas when you have literally just your phone, you're holding your phone to your face and recording with a face camera like that, and you're just talking to the camera, moving around, and it's super amateur, that typically works a lot better. So if you're producing overly professional videos right now and you're not getting the best results, I strongly recommend you try a more amateur approach. And that may sound counterintuitive because it's a business, you want to be professional and so on, but those days are gone. People want to connect with people and not companies. So the more you can be more personal with them, the better. The fourth biggest online business trend for 2024 is that live stream shopping and shopping via social media is going to be huge. Now, it's already huge overseas in places like China, where you have these influencers on live streams and they're just showing the product and being like, oh, this is brand new, I recommend you get it and it looks really cute, go ahead. And then they're on to the next item, and they just do that for hours. And they have these whole like studio setups and stuff in local malls and in the public places, and it's crazy, right? But that is so popular overseas, and I think that is only going to become more and more popular here in the States and also overseas in the rest of the world as well. And we've already started to see this happen with the TikTok Shop feature. You may have seen that if you're using TikTok and scrolling through your feed, you know, TikTok Shop in the bottom left usually, and it has an item, you click it, you can buy directly in the social media app. Instead of going to somebody's website, going through the checkout process and so on and so on, you can buy directly in social media, and people are buying from social media. You may think it's a fad or something like that. This is going to be huge. So if you take nothing else away from this video and you are selling physical items which you can show on video, I strongly recommend you create a TikTok Shop account and set that up, integrate it with your TikTok account and integrate that into your social media strategy, and you will see much better results. And finally, the fifth biggest online business trend for 2024 is that more and more people are becoming dissatisfied with their 9-to-5 life and are instead looking at all of these influencers on social media making all this money, and they're getting a bit fed up and disillusioned with that 9-to-5 lifestyle. And because of this, a lot of people are feeling very left out right now because they're seeing all of these people making all this money and they are not. Maybe you can relate, right? So we're looking for ways to monetize knowledge, advice, or create something to sell again and again and again, whether it's digital products, online courses, or to be a fashion influencer or food influencer, lifestyle creator, or something like that. And because more and more people are getting started online, they're trying to get their piece of the pie, this will become more and more popular over time. You'll see more and more influencers, more and more people creating content for social media, advertising on networks and so on, and selling more stuff online. And because of this, the online space will become more and more competitive as time goes on, if you do the same thing as everyone else. That's where marketing comes into play. You don't just put something online and hope for the best. That may have worked 10 or 15 years ago. When I got started, that was definitely the case. But nowadays, everyone and their dog, literally, is doing social media, is doing online business and online marketing stuff. So because of that, as we go through 2024, I think more and more people are going to be seeking out coaches and professional help to get ahead of everyone else. And guess what? If that's something you've been thinking of doing, you're in the right place, right? If you'd like me to make more of these videos, go ahead and hit that like button so I know you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel to receive more videos like this if that's something you want and if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the very next video. Happy 2024.